This is almost like Elon Musk signing
Oh,
my
come
car.
on.
We need to go finish our food. All around the block. How about we do that after we fuel ourselves up with
There you go.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. All right, here we are. Now, when I introduce someone, I always say, here's the world famous. But
Whoa.
that won't be
I've
edited.
seen that.
That won't be edited. But you are the world famous.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
but-
come on.
so-
Oh, my God. This is JG. And I'm so honored. I'm so honored. I'm bowing down to him. I'm so honored to talk to this gentleman. Now, we have a couple of things in common. One, Army background. I'm retired military. You current in the military. Thank you for your service. Two, he's a Tesla owner. You can see his, this is 2013.
2016.
2016 Model S.
Mhm.
He has the Tesla solar roof up here. You have power walls too?
No power walls.
No power walls. Okay, we'll talk about that.
Mhm.
And he is a Grammy Award winner.
Well, I played on a Grammy album.
come on.
I played on a Grammy award-winning album.
I'm sorry, I had to get to. Here it is,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
So.
The soundtrack of the American Soldier. What band is this? Is it the Army band? Is it Persian Finest? Or...
So it's the U.S. Army Field Band.
Okay.
There are 4 premier bands in the U.S. Army. Pershing Zone is like a lot of ceremonial in D.C., but the Field Band, our job is to go out to people and connect with them, connect with veterans, tell veteran stories, and make sure that connection is still really there and strong. You know, I serve through music. It's I always love saying it's the best job in the military.
Well, it is because for someone to be deployed, and I've been deployed a lot of places, and for the Army to come to give us time away from the harrowing effects of war, to give you a few hours of peace, and man, I feel great. These guys and gals are coming to entertain us, just like the USO shows are just so important.
Yeah.
For people.
And not only that, but the people back home, the families.
That's correct.
You know, we tend to stay more in the continental United States, you know, and someone living in South Dakota, someone living in, you know, they may not get to hear the New York Philharmonic come through town, but we come through every town, small to big, and and the thing that I love most, you know, I'm a classically trained musician, the crowd is always appreciative. The whole town will come out and pack a gin, you know, and we'll just be like, you know, awesome.
That's why y'all are rock stars.
We have fun.
And that's why you're the world famous JG.
Oh.
See, you keep
killing me on this one. Killing me on this one.
You keep hammering that at home.
Killing me on this one.
Yeah. Right, so you're originally from California?
Well, no, I was actually born in Denver. I kind of grew up all over the U.S. I did my high school in Pennsylvania. Did my undergraduate at the Eastman School of Music. Actually, it started as a dual major in pre-med and music, and I found out I hated lab work. I hate it. It's like, oh, I want to go be a pharmacologist, and then I realized I hate working in a lab. So I was like, well, okay. Ended up graduating. I met my spouse there, Vanessa. Graduated with degrees in performance and education. Taught high school band for a little bit. My heart goes out to all those band teachers out there, because y'all are in the trenches doing some real tough work. I tried. It wasn't my thing. Did my master's at the University of Arizona. And then did my doctorate at the University of Southern California. At this point, I've got to say, fight on.
I gotta throw that in there.
My teacher is the legendary James Thatcher, who's played principal horn on 3,500 albums. Wow. So,
and your wife is also world famous too.
Absolutely, she's, you know, sorry, they're more famous than I am in terms of, you know, they played with the Pittsburgh Symphony and premiered Warhorse Suite with John Williams. You know, I just played in the studios, you know, 8th horn all the way at the end, you know.
But you contributed.
I hate there's a running gag where 2nd to 8th horn all pays the same. Principals are on the hot seat, they get paid over, but ended up winning a job with United States Army Field Band. Kind of a hitch though. I weighed about 390 pounds at the time. So I had to drop about 180 pounds to serve. Really wanted to do it. Yeah, and that's how I kind of ended up here. I had some crazy gigs along the way.
Yeah, let's see one of your mementos there.
All right, so my last civilian full-time gig before going into service was touring with a relatively well-known rock band.
Relatively?
Yeah.
Look at this.
So I was
Wow.
I was the brass section leader for the Who's Quadrophenia tour. North America, so 2012, 2013, I toured with Pete, Roger, Pino Palladino. Honestly, Pino Palladino is one of the sickest musicians I've ever met. Kind of helped write some of the books on that one. You know, the AD, the music director, Frank Symes, did all the work for putting all the books together, but just kind of helped him. John Entwistle, famous bassist, passed away, but John Entwistle played horn and mellophone, actually mellophonium, trombone, tuba, like, so they needed like a couple people to cover all of them. So I was an ed major, so I played trumpet, I played mellophone, I played horn, I played trombone. We did the 12-12-12 concert at Madison Square Garden, and it was amazing how all of these like legendary artists, people were just people. You realize that, you know, like Paul McCartney standing right there, like, don't.
You play the French horn.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
You want to play
it? No, hell no. Hell no.
I'll play it.
Oh, you can play it, yeah.
If you want to.
Well, let's see the French horn.
Yeah, sure. You got your flare. So then that's the corpus or the body.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about this is my summer job in college was building horns. My teacher actually ordered. So this horn I actually built. This is a Lawson. It's 1464. I actually built this, and this is the one I won my job on. So
Have your neighbors knocked on the door and asked for a little concert?
Actually, yeah. We during COVID, my wife, they'd bring out their harp, you know, and playing out, you know. And I don't want to point it right at your microphone because it'll blow it out. But I gotta think about stuff that's public domain. I don't want you getting in trouble or anything.
Let's see.
See how this goes.
All right.
Let's try something a
All
little
right,
bit
here
more.
we go. That was good with the. There you go. Now, let's get to the CD that you're holding and the one that I'm so honored that you signed. It is a soundtrack again of the American Soldier, United States Army Field Band. And if I'd have read that, I would have known you was in the field band. So my apologies by saying
it's all right.
Persian finest.
Yeah. No.
Okay. How did this all happen?
So this was a whole project that our commander, Colonel Keene, was really wanted to do something completely different from any military band. So we actually, as part of one of our concert tours, stopped at Skywalker Sound. And that's a recording studio in Northern California. The music is by the Army Field Band, but the Grammy went to the engineering artists and the producers. And it was in what's called 5.1.4. And I know you know all about that.
Yes,
so,
yes.
you know, you've got your 5 channels, you've got your 1 sub, but then you've got these 4 that add height to it.
Wow.
So it's this absolutely incredible process where, yeah, you can listen to it in 5.1 and it sounds great. It folds down really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
But 5.1.4, especially as more processing power is getting out there, I know some of the next-gen consoles like Xbox Series S and the PS5 have a virtualized immersive experience.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations again.
It's a great album.
And if you haven't gotten a chance to get it, please pick it up at, I think they have a site online. Is that correct?
You can listen to it for free on our YouTube channel at Army Field Band, you know, youtube.com/Army Field Band. You can listen to the whole album for free, but if you do want the immersive, you have to get like immersive. You can't really stream online because it's so huge. You actually have to get a whole, like, there's a regular CD in here.
Yep.
You know, for those of you who have CD, I know like some of y'all are CDs. And there's actually what's a a Blu-ray, a high fidelity Blu-ray that has the audio, but you do need to have a system that can handle
That's
it.
correct.
So
That's correct.
I have seen quite a bit of success with those next generation consoles. You know,
That is so awesome, and you know, I can tell you have a passion for music. So you're an EV owner since 2016.
no, actually, I go back to 2012.
Okay.
I leased 2013 when we first moved here. I leased a Chevy Volt, first gen Chevy Volt. Loved it. It was, you know, the perfect mixture while they were building out that infrastructure. I thought the Chevy Volt was a fantastically, like from an engineering standpoint, the Volt like blew my mind. Now it's complicated, like. No, but the Volt was great, and then I leased another one. I really wanted to get a Tesla, but the timing wasn't right. I just wasn't quite there. And then this one I got certified pre-owned in 2018, and it's the 7-seat configuration of the Model S, because I got 3 kids. You probably hear them screaming. They love the back seat. You know, I had a friend in the EV community come in. Morrison installed a camera so I can watch them in the back, you know. And
Morrison has been on my show.
yeah, he's amazing. Morrison just came in and you know, because I only have the Autopilot 1, I don't have the full suite, so I've got a camera up front. I do Uber, you know. I love driving for Uber and I drive just regular Uber.
When do you have time to do Uber?
Well, I mean, I don't really sleep much, so. So
this led now to our next and last conversation.
Yep.
The solar roof that you
Yeah.
have. Now, I was surprised you don't have the power wall.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the Powerwall when we were installing it, because the way the Maryland works for the net metering, since we are located really close to BWI Airport, and we're right on the North Artery for power. We never really lose power here. I mean, in 8 years of living here, we've lost it maybe once, and it was for like an hour. So, you know, I like a lot of stuff about technology, but I do want to make sure that it has like a point, and it's not just like, oh, I got it because, you know, it was there. And so the 8,000 was what it was when we got it. Just didn't make a lot of sense for us at the time, because since we do the net metering, we don't really get any benefit from it through our power company. We don't really ever lose power that often. It just didn't really make a lot of sense for us on that one. And that's where, like, I tell people, like, with the solar roof, it's amazing, but our roof was failing. And so, like, it's one of those, like, well, do we put on like a crummy roof and put you know, panels on top, or do we just go for it? And we figured, you know, let's just go for it. And it was actually right before the big price hike, so we had a great experience. The team, you hear all these things about solar roof teams, and honestly, it was Tesla was great the entire process. You know, they were just like, we'll get back to you when we get it. And then Tesla Energy was fantastic, you know. So we had a great experience with it. The roof's been fantastic, and it covers the car charge and probably another 40% on top.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a wonderful investment, and my wife and I talk a lot, and we're in a position where we feel fortunate that, you know, we feel real strongly about, you know, whole slew of social issues. And for me, global warming disproportionately hits lower socioeconomic a lot, especially if you look at LMICs, lower and middle income countries. You look at Africa and what's going on over there. There's huge problems with droughts, and, you know, Kenya's going through really horrible things right now. So we can afford a premium, and we think that's what people should do.
Wow. Well, again, it's an honor. I mean that seriously. I'm not saying that just for the hell of it. It is truly an honor, JG, to finally talk to you. We've been knowing each other, seen each other for the last few years, but to sit down and talk music, we could talk all day.
Oh, we could talk all day.
You'll be like,
we got plenty of B-roll here.
We got a lot of B-roll. We got a lot of B-roll we can talk about. But it's been fabulous, man. Congratulations. Get better with your Achilles. Is that what
Achilles,
it is?
yeah.
Hopefully that get better.
It'll get there.
And how many years you served so far?
I'm coming up on 10.
10 years. Okay, you're gonna do the next 9.
I think we're gonna.
The next
18
9
is the magic number.
Well,
And
yeah.
then, beyond that, I mean, if I'm privileged to serve, I'll keep serving. You know, I want to make sure me and my family, we're well taken care of, and the Army's been an incredible job.
Yeah.
I can safely say that, you know, where I was before service and where I am now, this is one of the jobs that actually has added years to my life, because I was on track for a heart attack at like 40, you know, with the way I was eating. So it really helped me.
I've done 21. I'm glad I did 21 and got out. But for you, you can do 30 easy.
We'll see where the winds take us, and you know, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you again.
I love the show and I love the community.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.